It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show, brought to you by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Memphis Grizzlies at their home, FedEx Forum. And guys, for the Grizzlies, they've put themselves in pretty good position in the Western Conference, 6th place. So far this season, it's been a similar showing to what we saw from them last season. One player who is certain to be a force tonight, Derek Favors. A tremendous presence inside and a great defender, Shaq. He still has room to grow, too.
Yeah, Ernie, but he's an old school player. Feels like he's been in the league forever, but he's really, really young. He definitely has not peaked.
Well, I agree with that. You know, he's great on the block, Ernie, but he has some versatility. He could step out. Yeah, defensively, he probably doesn't need any help when he's guarding a guy one-on-one. If he keeps polishing his games, he's going to be pretty good in the next few seasons.
And with that, the game just about to tip off, we send you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We have the Jazz as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And so far, they've split the season series right down the middle. Now the drama starts to ramp up. Only got 2 games left against them. Can they take the advantage?
It will be a fun matchup to watch. Both teams will be clawing for this win. It will be thrilling to see how this one develops.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Jazz. Hill pairs up with Hood in the backcourt. Favors and Gobert, the defensive big men pair. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot.
A lot of organizations obviously want to win now, but what I like about the Utah Jazz, they built this roster patiently, letting their young talent develop. This front office has taken a long view, not looking for shortcuts.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Hood kicks to Favors. Gobert, the screen. Goes up the baseline. Hill, no good. On defense, the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Even though those guys come off the pine, they are still expected to produce, and they often do a phenomenal job at stepping up.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Hood, pass to Hill. On its way from Hayward for 2. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Gobert using that 7'1" frame well on the glass, utilizing his size.
Now here is Conley. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Outside, Green. It's stolen by Hill. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
It is prime time to push the basketball. Good job of getting it up the court in a hurry.
Now here's Gasol. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Warriors in Oakland. Green passes to Gasol. They get it back. And Hayward with the block.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Favors with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them. You can't anticipate anything with him because his playmaking is so unpredictable.
Down low and stolen by Favors. Hayward goes in, out to Hood. Gobert the screen. Favors against Gasol. 5 on the clock. And Favors kicks to Hayward. Hayward missing again. The Grizzlies trail by 4. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Green with a screen on Hill. The dish to Green. And stolen by Hayward. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Conley's got 5.
Even with a hand in his face, Conley is too good. Keeps his focus at all times.
Hayward dishes to Hill. Favors sets the pick for Hill. Favors with the screen. 6 to shoot. Shot off the screen. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here is Conley. He's got 5. Allen outside. Now the feed to Gasol. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now Conley. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's the screen. Green, the pass to Conley. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And Parsons kicks to Gasol. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. All-Star break right around the corner. The NBA has been extending the All-Star break recently. And Steve, how big a deal is that extra time for the players?
I think it's huge, especially for guys that are participating in the All-Star weekend. Not just the guys that's playing on Sunday, but throughout the entire weekend, you get a chance to get a couple more days after All-Star break.
Hill dishes to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Hayward kicks to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Hood. Favors with the screen. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Rodney Hood, he stands 6'8". You pair him with Gordon Hayward on the wing. The Jazz have great size on the perimeter as well as an inside.
And Hood, who began his career at Arkansas with great size for his position. That helps offensively. He doesn't have to play in a hurry.
Yeah, size does matter. He can shoot over the top.
Take a break.
Slender build, but he's working to get stronger.
2 shots.
I just love his game on the offensive end.
That free throw good from Hood.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
Both free throws good from Hood.
Well, you have Rodney Hood, player coming out of Duke that can shoot the basketball lights out. I've always been impressed with him, and now he's been able to run the offense as a secondary ball handler.
Parsons passes to Conley. It's good. Conley's got 7.
Well, you leave a guy that open with Parsons on the floor, and you know he's going to find him.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I was able to talk with David Fizdale for just a moment. Been a pretty even matchup this season with each team winning one game. So what's the key tonight as they try to take the advantage? He said in a word, defense. They can score with anybody, and we can score too, but we can't get into a shootout with these guys. We have to slow it down and make this a slugfest. We'll see if that strategy pays off tonight with a win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update and coach's plan here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo. And I think that is a good game plan.
It has to be his goal every game. Reason why they don't play well when they play fast.
Started.
And Hood out of Duke is a lefty. Pretty crafty with the ball in his hands. And he can score in isolation.
The lefty does a nice job. He comes off pick and rolls deceptively quick. He can get to the rim or he can pull up, and usually it's a bucket.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, he has to get his offense moving again. It hasn't been bad, but it could be much better.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Marc Gasol. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Utah leading. Watch him. And here is Hill. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota.
He did a great job distributing the ball to his guys, too. He got everyone involved.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Allen dishes to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Hill. Conley kicks to Gasol. Pass to Allen. Back to Gasol. And stolen by Favors. Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the strike.
Now Conley. George Hill missing on the 3. Now the pass to Parsons. Fires from the line. No good off the front iron. The Jazz shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Hill with it. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Gobert, the screen. 4 on the clock. And it's Hood again missing. Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Conley kicks to Allen. Tries it from 9. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Gasol's got it all tied up now for Memphis. Here's Hill. Outside Hood. Looking to end the drought. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hood's got 5 now.
Hood's ability to space out the floor is huge. If he's squaring up from outside, the D has to close out.
Conley kicks to Green. Just his first attempt.
You know, when you have injuries, they create opportunities, and JaMychal Green took advantage of this. Here's a guy that's played in the D-League and in France, but he's had pretty much, I would say, in 2016, a breakout season for him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
First one falls for him.
You've got to love the journey JaMychal Green has taken to get into the league, really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Zach Randolph's checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Chandler Parsons. James Ennis, he'll check in for Tony Allen. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. No good on the second free throw. Johnson, the pass to Mack. Johnson outside. And Mack kicks to Johnson. Exum with a wide open look. And Utah another three. And Green played mostly in the paint in Alabama, but he's showing Steve he can shoot with range here in the pros.
Well, JaMychal is adding that. Very long, has a lot of athleticism, but the one thing you love about him, his face-up game is getting better and better.
Randolph can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pulls it up. And the shot falls short this time. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Ennis dishes to Carter. Passes it to Harrison. Feeds it to Ennis. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. And again, Memphis no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Mack, no luck.
Mix up defensively, left him wide open from mid-range. That's a shot he needs to hit.
Dishes to Randolph. Fades. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz leading by 5. Exum kicks to Lyles. He dishes it to Ingles. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Ingles has got his first points of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Randolph. True on the 14-footer.
And Randolph's skill in knocking down the mid-range jump shot is important to this team. Helps to have a big man with a jumper.
And Mack kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Exum. Pass to Ingles. Johnson the screen. To the paint. Layup off the pick.
Good.
And
Good.
count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So we'll see Joe Johnson go to the line here. Vince Carter picks one up. Martin's checked in for Green. Well, for so long, you always heard the old saying, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Team shooting more three-point shots now, Smitty, than ever. Is it time to retire that cliche and say, you know, well, it's part of the game. That's a standard in the game.
You know, Kevin, no. I think the Warriors just have an asterisk. That's it, because they won the championship.
So good.
They won the championship, and if they keep winning, you keep saying Warriors. But if you don't win the championship, yes, you keep shooting the 3-ball, but you might want to find a way to hit some 2s because everybody can't shoot it like the Warriors.
Clearly a foul.
And Jarrell Martin, the 25th overall pick in the 2015 draft out of LSU. He was a country kid growing up in Louisiana.
Well, he started basketball late. He ran track and field. He played football. And it wasn't until his junior year in high school that the basketball coach brought him in. A quick study, and you can see the results right now. So he still has some time to improve.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Lyles. Back to Mack. Kicks it to Exum. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Dante Exum, the 5th overall pick in 2014. Very excited to watch him in his second season, but he missed the entire season with an ACL. Nice to see him back in action.
And Exum with great size at point guard, Steve. He's at 6'6", like you.
6'6", with a tremendous first step. Not like me. I love the way he attacks the basket.
Exum hits them both. And going into last season, Smitty, the Grizzlies were the NBA's oldest team based on minutes played. Do you think it's time for a rebuild?
No, I don't. I just think when you look at this team, they need more shooting. Some young talent to blend in with their vets. That's all. Shooting, shooting, shooting.
Here's Mack. The Grizzlies making the shot. Johnson the screen. Here's Exum. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. 7 points for Dante Exum.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Harrison. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Martin kicks to Carter. 5 to shoot. The dish now to Randolph. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by the Jazz.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Here's Lyles, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Lyles got his first points of the night.
And a huge lead here early to start.
The game plan is working to perfection so far. Didn't take them any time to get into rhythm.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Utah out in front as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
They've been super aggressive on that end, and they've been rewarded for it so far. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain this for the rest of the game.
So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing by 10. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
They've got Zach Randolph. Carter is out there with Martin, and it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Mack, no luck.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Daniels, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Boris Diaw. And the Jazz 3 seasons ago were the worst defensive team in the NBA. Last season, they were top 7. I mean, an unbelievable turnaround. But how have they engineered this dramatic defensive turnaround?
Well, give Coach Quinn Snyder a lot of credit, but also understand Rudy Gobert at the defensive end. He makes up a lot of their mistakes. It's becoming their identity.
Steve, when you think of the classic point of attack for most big men, it's on the low block. But nowadays, a lot of bigs look to attack from the elbow. They've moved out their game, and in your estimation, which big men are the deadliest in that high post position?
LaMarcus Aldridge. He posts up sometimes, Kevin, but more effective at the elbow. Dirk Nowitzki always. Blake Griffin is starting to step out. So you have a lot of guys that play from that high post. Pau Gasol is another name that comes to mind.
You see the process when they get in the league, comfortable they are down low, you get that. But when they move it out, you can tell they're working on their game, growing in confidence with their game, and they're getting some pretty good coaching to boot.
Yeah. And you start to look at bigs kind of like small forwards. That's the type of skills they're possessing, and they're sometimes 6'11", 7 feet.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Jazz. The Jazz have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. That's good from Johnson. And the Grizzlies with one of the most established team identities in league history. You think of the Showtime Lakers, the bad boy Pistons. For the Grizzlies, they had that great call sign. It's grit and grind, and so true.
Tony Allen coined the phrase way back in 2011. It comes to define this team's brand and its style of play. Toughness and heart. They have that lunch pail mentality.
Now here's Hood, stolen by Martin. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies are starting to show their age a little bit. Last season was an example of that, but they still have that throwback style of play that's hard to gauge. Marc Gasol said, the game is evolving, and we as players and as a team have to evolve. We have to change things and adjust. We need tweaks and counters from game to game and year to year. Kevin?
All right, DA, they know they needed more shooting. For Utah, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That's good from Johnson.
The Jazz at the point guard position over the last 3 seasons have really struggled with their playmaking. A low rate of assists and high turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Allen's checked in for Carter, and it's Conley in for Harrison. Johnson hits them both. And the Jazz drafting young point guards like Trey Burke taken 9th in 2013, and then Steve with Dante Exum, 5th overall in 2014.
Yeah, Dante Exum suffering a torn ACL last season. When they get consistent production at that position, they will really take them to the next level.
Now here is Conley. He has 7. Hits the three-point bomb. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
Like seeing Mike Conley get busy from beyond the arc. When he has space to pull up, he fires the threes.
Johnson sets the screen for Hayward. Back to Exum. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 12.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
From downtown, that shot off. The Jazz go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Johnson the screen. Johnson with a screen on Conley. Exum kicks to Hood. 6 to shoot. Now here's Exum. He's guarded closely. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Conley. He's got 12. Outside Martin. Back to Conley. Allen for the 3. Utah with the rebound. Hayward kicks to Exum. The feed to Johnson. Randolph against Diaw. To the middle. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Martin. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Randolph. Good on the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Memphis making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Hill comes in for Exum. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
You know, over the years, Zach Randolph has proven to be the perfect leader. He commands respect, and he gets it from his teammates.
Here is Daniels after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Daniels passes to Randolph. Here's Gasol. Gobert with the block.
Out of bounds.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Parsons checked in for Memphis. Six on the shot clock. Outside Conley. And too long on the shot.
He's usually money from mid-range, but the defender got up in his shirt, took him out of rhythm. Something seems off with him tonight. Maybe it's his rhythm or his timing. Fortunately, his teammates are playing well enough to keep them ahead.
On the wing, Daniels. He kicks it to Gasol. On the wing, Daniels. Shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Daniels has got 4 this quarter. Jazz leading by 4. Hill kicks to Diaw. It's back to Hill. Steve, I still remember when you went to Atlanta in that trade from Miami. Pretty much everyone agreed it was a heist. It was a steal for the Hawks. Do you think we see less lopsided trades these days?
Yeah, we do, Kevin. Reason why? Because of the salary cap. You're trying to match money and money together. And I think right now, Kevin, you're starting to see because of the contract situations, you want value for value. So they're not as lopsided as they used to be.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Both free throws good from Hill.
The Memphis Grizzlies, as we know, the Grizzlies have been grit and grind, slowing the basketball up, pounding it inside. But you have to ask the question, are they behind the curve the way the league is playing right now?
Allen up top. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And he came up big defensively, too. He nabbed a bunch of steals out there and made them pay for their sloppy passing.
And the Grizzlies' high water mark was in 2013 when they won 56 games in the regular season. And then Steve made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yes, this team has age and they've had some injuries, but I still think it's time to create more roster versatility. They need to adapt to different styles and make sure the matchups work to their advantage.
And that one's good by Favors.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
Now here's Gasol. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And it's good, 2 points. Daniels has got 6 in the quarter.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Hill kicks to Favors. Hayward outside. That's a 2 from Hood. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. Gasol on the high post. Allen dishes to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Hill. Conley kicks to Gasol. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pull-up jumper. The kick out to Hill. Favors at the elbow. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Hayward gets it to go.
Timeout.
Just great work from Hayward to collect loose change. A high motor player who keeps his energy up during every possession.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Gordon Hayward with a great in-between game, too, offensively. Smitty, he's got a mid-range pull-up, able to finish in traffic.
And it's all set up because he can handle the basketball and shoot the long ball, but then also he can get to the rim and elevate over, so guys give him room. And then he understands, hey, if they're going to give me that much room, let me just pull up from the elbow, the mid-range game, and make them pay.
Some changes for Memphis. Jermichael Green comes in for Troy Daniels, and it's Ennis in for Tony Allen. Utah also making some changes. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Rodney Hood. Here's Ennis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside, Green. There's the screen. Outside, Conley. Clock at 6. The pass to Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a very special bond between Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph playing together for the Grizzlies in their front court. Steve, they hit it off and look at each other like brothers.
They do. What I love about Zebo and Marc Gasol is they play on the string together. We call this high-low, but what's so dominant about these two, they both can play high, they both can play low, and they have a great feel for each other, and they generally like each other. Well, you ask his teammates, Marc Gasol is really the catalyst for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's the defensive anchor and also the focal point on the offensive end.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And no doubt Gasol the engine of this team, Steve, but he maintains a very humble demeanor, don't you think?
A star, but also you can label him as a great teammate. He stands up for his guys, he bonds with them, puts the team first. That's what you want from your best player.
Now here's Ennis. George Hill missing his last shot. And here's Ennis. Passes it to Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for Parsons. Off target from three-point range. Jazz leading by 6. Lyles kicks to Ingles. Here's Favors. Rejected by Gasol.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Gasol, a screen on Hill. Conley against Hill. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Ennis dishes to Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. But they get it back. Conley's shot is off.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
2 points, that one goes. And it's 6 points for Hill.
That's where Hill really excels as a shooter in those catch and shoot opportunities.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Conley kicks to Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. That's now 8 points for Marc Gasol.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Favors with the screen. Now here's Mack. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Incredible. He was shooting the ball with good rhythm in the first quarter. Now he's just unconscious.
Now here's Conley. Left side Parsons. Feeds it to Gasol. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You know, Memphis is a hard town, one of the league's smallest markets, too. The second fewest television households in the NBA, Steve. Despite that, the Grizzlies have always enjoyed outstanding fan support.
They've done a tremendous job of connecting with this community. This team has an identity. Tough, blue-collar, and hard-working. And that's the identity of this town.
Some changes for Memphis. Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. Gasol hits them both.
When you face the Utah Jazz, the one thing you know, they have a big front line. They're an elite rebounding team, especially at the offensive end. When you face them, you got to have a team effort on the glass.
Here's Harrison. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 11 feet away. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol scores from so many spots on the floor, utilizing his length and wide frame incredibly well on offense.
Now here is Hill. 9 points in the game so far. And with more and more teams, Smitty, looking to space the floor, do you think the Jazz can be successful playing big with Favors and Gobert in the middle?
I think on the defensive end, it's fantastic. Both are athletic. Both can move their feet. It's the offensive end is the challenge. Favors has improved his mid-range jumper, but he's not yet a three-point marksman. And Gobert, he's getting better. And at a time, they really need him to shoot well. The exact opposite is what's happening.
Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for the Jazz.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
Free throw drops for Hill. And Coach Quinn Snyder played the game at a very high level himself on a Washington State High School championship game. Led Duke as the starting point guard. He's got a good-looking resume.
Yes, he does. Pretty savvy with this game of basketball.
And Memphis making a change here. Martin's checked in. Both free throws good from Hill.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Ennis.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Favors with the screen. Here's Hill. Another miss by Utah. And for Memphis, they're shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Pass to Harrison. 58 seconds left here in the second. Ennis with the ball. The 10-footer. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
And he knocks down the first one. Zach Randolph's checked in for Green. Utah also making some changes. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Dante Exum in for Hill. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Utah leading by 5. Exum kicks to Johnson. Back to Exum. Dishes to Johnson. The Jazz working the ball around now. A 3 ball. And the rebound goes to Martin. Grizzlies shooting about 42% so far. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harrison passes to Ennis. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Mack. And taken away by Johnson. Lays it in off the breakaway. Johnson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
There's a good screen. Here's Randolph. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. It's the Jazz up 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too, that missed some shots. But, more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a nice 7-point lead. Your opinion, Shaq?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. That part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. Got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, it's almost impossible to catch up if you keep fouling. They need to be the team getting to the foul line at a higher rate in the second half. That means driving to the basket, hitting the cutter, slicing to the basket. Anything going to the basket is your friend.
That, sadly, wraps up the halftime show. The third quarter set to begin in just a few. We'll see you right here, though, after the game, so you have that to look forward to.
Kenny had so much more to say.
Doesn't the Mississippi River look simply spectacular in the moonlight here tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him. Single coverage will not get it done.
The Grizzlies trail by 7, so on the floor for Utah. Favors and Gobert, the defensive big men pair. Hill pairs up with Hood in the backcourt, and it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. Green dishes to Parsons. And no good that time.
And with the defense disrespecting him there, that's a shot he needs to make.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Mike Conley, the point guard, keeps a very stoic disposition on the court. He said so much of the game is mental, and that's one thing that I've always wanted to be good at. Never let your opponent see that you're in duress. So if I make a big game-time bucket or if I miss a shot, you'll see the same mannerisms. I move on to the next play. Real poker face, Kevin.
I like that attitude, D.A. Thank you. And Smitty, interesting story about Mike Conley. He shoots his jump shot with his left hand, but he says aside from that, he's right-handed.
Well, that's a treat because when you get a chance to watch Mike Conley, when he drives the basketball, has one of the best offhand floaters in the game. And like you said, very fluent at shooting a lefty jump shot, but very comfortable with that right hand around the basket.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Gasol. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hood kicks to Hill. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Conley kicks to Green. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now a 10-point Utah lead.
High basketball IQ right there. Saw his teammate had the advantage, so he got him the rock and let him go to work.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. A fadeaway. Back to Conley. Green with a screen on Hayward. Parsons for 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's back to Hill. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Parsons dishes to Conley. Back to Parsons. Green with a screen for Parsons. It's Allen on the wing. He feeds it to Gasol. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Hayward's running. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Gobert. They set the pick. And a wide open look for Hood. Good on the triple.
Timeout.
Hood's got 10 points in the game.
The quick trigger. Hood piercing the defense with the effective catch and shoot J.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And arguably the league's best rim protector, Rudy Gobert, 7'2", wingspan of 7'9". Steve, that's not bad. Great tools for the trade.
Yeah, on his toes, he can touch the rim, and he moves well for his size. He gets off the floor and a quick second jumper. He has work to do to get stronger, but he's only getting more and more intimidated when he keeps playing.
All right, a chance to check out stats here for George Hill. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
Now here's Conley. He's got 12. Outside Green. Back to Conley. Memphis moving it around. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Gasol is just a big boy in the paint. There's not much you can do outside of fouling him
gentlemen.
when he has the ball in a good spot.
2.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gasol. And when Coach Fizdale came to Memphis, he did so because he thought this team was very close to getting to the next level. Makes sense, as that is why the Grizzlies, Smitty, have looked to a different coach in the first place.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he left Miami to rebuild. I mean, he had South Beach and everything. You just don't want to leave that. I think for him, as he looked at it, is we have some veteran presence on the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies can win now. It's not time for a full rebuild.
Now here's Hood. 10 points for him. And Diaw kicks to Hayward. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. Hayward's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Allen. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Parsons kicks to Green. Good on the shot.
JaMychal Green is extremely gifted down low. A solid post threat who can get the job done down there.
Diaw, the screen. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and the Jazz another 3.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Conley kicks to Parsons. Pass to Green. Tries it from 19. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hill kicks to Diaw. Hayward passes to Gobert. Inside, shoots in deep, and Diaw gets it to go. The assist by Hayward. And the Jazz lead by 15. Now Conley. He's got 12. Outside Gasol. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
At 7'1", 255 pounds, Gasol is a great screener. Not easy to get around.
Hood kicks to Hill. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Memphis. Parsons got his 4th rebound in this one. 13 feet away. Gasol missing again. Jazz leading by 12. Outside Hood. Gobert the screen. Hood kicks to Hayward. Here's Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so here's Memphis. And here is Conley. Parsons sets a screen for Conley. It's stolen by Gobert. Hood dishes to Hill. The second effort, Gobert, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, really making an immediate impact with his rebounding and his shot blocking ability. We always talk about Rudy Gobert's defensive impact, but now on the offensive end, he is never going to be a post scorer, but rolling to the rim, he has good hands and plays above the rim offensively.
And Gobert in that Tyson Chandler mold, Steve. Don't you think you can just see him driving inside and trying to go to the rim? You just can't let him do that.
No, you can't, because when he catches it, he's so long, he can dunk the basketball. But I like that he's adding a little touch around the basket now.
And he's good on the second. And here are the Grizzlies now. 15-point game.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Start it.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
Well, it's pretty clear that they are having a lot of trouble in the mid-range. It isn't exactly the shot they are hoping to get, but when they have taken those shots, they just don't seem to capitalize. I would hope they try to go at the rim a little more as this game carries on and stop settling for jump shots.
Gasol passes to Harrison. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Randolph. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 6 points for Zach Randolph.
And whenever there's a man open, Gasol will find him. An all-around team player.
Outside Hood. Gobert the screen. No good off the back of the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Harrison. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The Jazz, #1. In third, the Grizzlies.
I think these teams have made the adjustments defensively, and both are seeing their defensive numbers rise.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Gasol.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Max subbed in for Rodney Hood. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, the former second-round pick Marc Gasol, one of the most dominant centers we have in this game.
Over to the wing. Here's Exum. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You look at Utah. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies, a half game back.
And seeing where Utah is, they've made such fantastic progress this season. To see them so close to the top of the standings at this stage, what a surprise.
Well, it's not surprising to them. Since day one of this season, these players and coaches have said they view themselves as one of the league's top teams, and it looks like they're right there.
And the first one drops. Steve is a player who spent so many years in the league. Were career milestones such as 10,000 points or 500 games played a big deal to a player at all, those individual milestone numbers?
No, not those type of numbers, Kevin. I think more importantly, the number of years you played. And I think for a lot of guys, how many wins you have. I think those are the numbers you really
All-star
look at.
appearances?
Sometimes all-star, yeah.
And certainly championships.
Championships for sure.
And you've got one. And you've got
one and one.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Mack. Randolph kicks to Daniels. Johnson with the block. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Randolph. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's around 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Off the inbound. No good. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. Here's Ingles. Another miss by Utah. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Kicks it to Randolph. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And in his heyday, Zach Randolph averaged 20 points and 12 rebounds. And Stevie's getting up there in age, but still a player to reckon with.
Yeah, it's funny. His nickname, we call him first name 20, last name 10. That's for double-doubles. And he's one of those players that great position rebounder, can score down on the block, gives you an effort on the defensive end. But what he does is give you a guy that you can throw the ball in, settle your offense, and he can get a bucket. Zach Randolph has a throwback type of game. Always in the post, not a lot of athleticism, but he gets it done.
Good checked in for Shelvin Mack. He hits the second from the line. And Randolph not the quickest or the most explosive, but he is strong.
He's a load inside. You add his skill and his savviness, he'll just find a way to score inside. He's a lefty with great footwork, and he has a soft touch.
Hood can't get it to go.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
Randolph kicks to Carter. Memphis moving it around. Randolph dishes to Daniels. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
Johnson kicks to Hood. There's the dish to Ingles. Intercepted. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Daniels. And it's blocked. Now here's Exum. 9 points in the game so far. And that one drops.
Dante Exum is a truly talented player taking care of business down inside.
Daniels with it. The feed to Randolph. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Randolph. So it's Utah now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Exum passes to Johnson. Here's the screen. He kicks it to Hood. And it's Exum in the corner. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Lyles. The three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Johnson against Martin. Pass to Randolph. The shot. The Grizzlies with another miss. Jazz leading by 12. Exum kicks to Ingles. Good work defensively by Carter.
Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
Harrison. Nice shot by Randolph. Randolph's got 9.
Close to the hoop, Zach Randolph wreaks havoc. The defense has to do a better job to prevent him from getting that close.
Exum kicks to Lyles. Back to Exum. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. Johnson in the corner from downtown, and that comes off the assist by Exum. And that's 13 points for Johnson.
The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter, or they will continue to get burned.
Martin with a screen on Johnson. Now here is Martin. Defense is right there, and it goes down 2 points.
They love getting simple looks like that inside.
Utah has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Exum kicks to Ingles. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 11 points in the game.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Johnson sets the screen for Hood. Here's Ingles. That shot off, and Memphis the other way now. Now Daniels. He's got 8. Here's Carter. He has space. Can't convert after the good screen. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hood on the wing. Martin against Johnson. Pass to Lyles. Hood a screen on Randolph. Here's Lyles. The Jazz again can't hit it. Trying his luck deep, and there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Martin. Daniels has got 5 points now this quarter. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Jazz lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. So it's Utah now. Conley and Allen working once again together in the backcourt. Marc Gasol is out there with Green, and it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Hayward can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And here is Conley. Feeds to Green. Here's Ennis. Rebound, Utah. Hayward outside. It's back to Hill. Stolen by Michael Conley. Allen outside. From the wing. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Conley is just a knockdown scorer from the mid-range. Senses the separation and cashes in easily.
Hayward dishes to Favors. Gobert the screen. Pass to Hill. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, second of the game.
Conley against Hill. Conley, the pass to Allen. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Johnson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists now in the game.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Now here's Conley. Gasol a screen. Conley kicks to Gasol. The 10-footer. He can't get that one to fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. Down low. Reverses. And the layup is good. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Green with a screen on Hill. Conley kicks to Gasol. Dishes it to Green. Kicks it out to Allen. Just 4 to shoot. The Grizzlies with another miss. Utah leading by 11. Down low. Here's Johnson. Mike Conley grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. He feeds it to Allen. Conley with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Conley, picture perfect form on that shot.
Hill kicks to Favors. Hill sets the screen for Favors. Hayward and Gasol sends it back. Here's Ennis. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors got 6 rebounds in the game. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Parsons checked in for Memphis. And Utah also making a switch. Hood's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Allen kicks to Conley. He dishes it to Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And that's now 24 points for Marc Gasol. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Hill. Hood for 3. Here's Favors. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You like to see a little bit of nasty from Favors when he scraps for these rebounds, really establishing his ground.
Derek Favors, a gifted defender with a 7'4" arm span, great wingspan. Steve, he logs a high rate of blocks and steals.
Well, he can block shots because of his athleticism. You talk about that wingspan, but he has a knack to poke the ball away and come up with it with steals. A big man that can block shots and come up with steals, that's huge.
Hood for 3. And it's Hood again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Allen outside. Takes the 13-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Like seeing the activity from Tony Allen down low. No one scares this guy, even when he's taking it amongst the trees.
Hayward outside. Kicks it to Hood. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. The dish to Conley. Back to Allen. Gasol, a screen on Hood. Shot clock at 3. 13 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now it's only a 5-point Jazz lead.
When Allen gets open, he feels comfortable pulling up from there. His jump shot is not exactly traditional, but it gets the job done.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Memphis on defense. Now here's Favors. The feed to Hood. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Jazz lead by 7.
When Hood gets room to shoot from the mid-range, he's as good as they come.
Gasol, a screen on Hill. Conley with the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Gobert with a screen for Hayward, and Hill has it in the corner. He kicks it to Favors. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Derek Favors, his ability to play the power forward position and the center position and comfortable in both. He has a combination of strength, length, and mobility, and he can bang on the block and cover out on the perimeter.
Stevie talked to the training staff. Derek Favors' lateral quickness is off the charts for a player of his size.
And you talk about size, you're saying a guy with that much strength and girth. Here's a guy that can move quickly and lateral quickness like a guard.
Both good from the line that time.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Now here's Conley off the screen. Takes it out to Parsons. There's the 3. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Conley.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Hayward from outside. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 8th assist in the game.
That gives him his 2nd 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Now here's Conley. And there's the pass to Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got 14 points now in the second half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Hood with it. Gobert the screen. Hill has the open look. The 3-pointer no good. And Parsons kicks to Allen. Pass to Green. Conley up top. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hill kicks to Gobert. For 3, Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Conley. Gobert with the block. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. That one goes. Count it. Hayward's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The long legs of Hayward really coming into play off these fast break chances. Hard to keep pace with a guy that big and athletic.
Gasol, a screen on Hood. Here's Allen. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz leading by 9. The 3 from Hill. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Green. On defense, the Jazz. Parsons on the wing, defended by Hayward. Parsons against Hayward. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Gasol. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really, Gasol is so talented at using his 7'1" frame to draw contact. Defenders sometimes have no other choice but to whack him.
The first free throw is good. And so Marcus All nails both of them.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Gobert the screen. Hill dishes to Favors. Pass to Hayward. Gobert with a screen for Hayward. Feeds to Gobert. Pass to Favors. Hood for three. Excellent D there from Allen.
In this second half, the defense have been baiting him to shoot the three, and we're seeing why.
Gasol a screen. Conley the pass to Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night. Utah leading by 4. Hill kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. On its way from Hayward for 2. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
When Hayward is tearing it up from the field, you have to keep getting him the ball. He can score wherever he wants as long as he gets the ball in a good spot.
Now here's Randolph. Nice job coming off that screen.
Zach Randolph did it again, showing once again how crucial he is to this team.
Here's Hill. Favors with the screen. Lets the three fly. And it's Hayward again missing. Now Conley. Dishes to Randolph. And stolen by Favors. And here we go. Here's Hayward. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up. The free throw drops by Hayward.
The former Butler Bulldog Gordon Hayward is a guy who can play 2 to 3 positions thanks to his terrific versatility.
Hayward hits them both.
When he's at the stripe, you know he is going to bring his best.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Conley dishes to Randolph. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Hill kicks to Favors. Outside Hood. He feeds it to Hill. Down low. Stolen by Randolph. Lets it go from 14. And another basket for Memphis.
With the game's momentum up for grabs, Conley values being the guy to take the crucial shot. Just a remarkable score in these situations.
Now here's Favors. Hayward outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Conley the pass to Randolph to tie it up. It goes straight through with the switch. Randolph's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
When the game is on the line, Zach Randolph is a terrific option to go to. He's at ease taking the big shot.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
The difference is he wanted it. There was no way he was letting anybody else take that shot.
Now here's Gasol. Randolph dishes to Gasol. Randolph goes in. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Favors, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Miles check in for Jarrett Favors. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
He thrives in these big moments. He's always ready to help put the game away.
And the Jazz call time here. They're losing by 1. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Hayward goes in. Lots of room. It's in!
The precise passing ability of Hayward, really a luxury for this team.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They trail by 1. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try it.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 7. Here's Randolph. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the burly strength of Zach Randolph loves drawing contact and dragging himself to the stripe.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Gobert with a screen on Parsons. Hayward kicks to Gobert. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Gasol. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. He knocks down the clutch free throw. So he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 1. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Patience is the key. Let's see what they come up with here.
And here is Conley. There's a good screen. Outside Randolph. Tries it from 19. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Derek. Congrats on the win. I know the season can be a grind, but it looked like you guys were having fun out there.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's always fun to win. I'm just coming out here playing my game. Rebound and defense, that's my game. And Coach trusts me, so I couldn't let him down.
Yes, this is an up-and-coming team, and you guys really showed well tonight. Congrats, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward. Boy, he warmed up in the second half, running roughshod, just merciless against anyone trying to guard him. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
I love the way how he was calling for the ball tonight. You could tell he was really feeling it. He started to score in a variety of ways, and he would not let the defense understand how to get to him.
The energy that Gordon Hayward plays with is always what jumps out at me. He works nonstop, whether it's in transition or in the half court. He's always grinding, and it doesn't hurt that he can light it up from the outside either. Great ball game for him tonight.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Poles, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.